Hi, good morning. This is Lowly Lohit Krishnappa here. I want to take you through few instances or few experiences, self-evident fact of how the real estate functions. You see, real estate acquisition functions. Initially, a victim was victimized by the drug addiction. So I will try to take out the name at a later stage if the victim agrees for disclosing his name. So what happens is victim works for a IT organization and he tries to explore areas of drug addiction in terms of understanding how drug addiction uh, made him a victim. Initially, he uses cannabis, and then he get cannabis for about 2 3 years, and then he meets a woman or an opposite gender who is also victimized by cannabis addiction much before him, who is an expert, and he also meets a lot of victims who are into drug addiction, and then he joins a rehabilitation center because he starts using substance for quite some time and then steps out of it. On and off he is using substance, and then it reaches to an extent that he loses his mobiles, his laptop that is used for his employment, the mobile consisting all his colleagues' details. It's a heavy risk protocol. So then what happens? The person meets a opposite gender who is a daughter of a highly influential government authority and figures out that the other victim, the opposite gender, uh, a had engaged in an intercourse with multiple victims or drug users, and one of them was a goon or a kingpin of supplying women to influential members across the city and other states. And when he tries to dig deeper and figure out that she was she was engaged in a intercourse while she was administered ketamine without her knowledge, and secretly over the secret camera her they had made a video of her engaging in an intercourse. So the person stops meeting her and getting engaged with her, makes a decision to not get married to her, and tries to keep himself away from her while her social contacts, immediate contacts, are in touch with him. And then he loses his job, gets carried away with the other victimized so called criminals by law enforcement. And then the guy becomes a drug addict. He was all normal. He was handling a multiple jobs. He had a five-figure salary. He could meet. He was earning his living and helping other members of the family, and his social contacts got affected. No one wanted to meet the victim. Then he realizes that he was leading a worse life, tries to kill himself multiple times, multiple attempts. Then he wants, he is suffering from a dilemma that he can't meet his end expenses, nor he is willing to live life, nor he's got a quality life, compares his life with how he was before and how he is at the moment, and starts getting into a self-pity loop of beating himself up and then getting into depressed mode, seeks help from professional medical practitioners, from who's got expertise in mental health profession, and over time he gets into a job, and then he realizes that as part of giving him a solution in a treatment facility or a rehabilitation center where he experiences a mode of seeking easier land acquisition for releasing or giving him a exit out of few cases that was built, in the sense they built a crime on the articles and his development of the crime over the phone, his laptop, his emails which was accessed. They abused his professional life. The person realizes in his absence, how did all this happen? His emails were lost, his phone was misused, people had made worst comments on Facebook, emails to better people who are in most influential and topmost authorities serving the government. He tries to reach out to law enforcement. He tries to reach out advocates. The advocate says no one can detain you against your will. That's what the law says. And then he goes to law enforcement, seeks his help. He says, look, this is what happened in my absence. Now, what do you think I should do? Because I had most confidential data. My contacts has been misused. My reports, things that I mentioned in the email and the drive and the cloud is missing. Now, what should I do?